Hello students. Today we are going to study about similes. This exercise is given in your textbooks on page 37, that is after the poem Moon Wind, under the heading Working with Words. First, let's check the pronunciation. Similes is pronounced as sim-il-ease. Now what is a simile? A simile is a comparison. And when do we use the simile? We use similes to make what we say more vivid or our meaning clearer. For example, instead of saying the lake was clear, we might say the lake was as clear as glass. So a simile is a comparison between two things which has got one similar quality. Now in this sentence, the lake was as clear as glass. We see that the lake water and glass have got one similar quality, that is the clarity of water. Now we use similes to convey the meaning quickly and in an effective manner, or we can say in a clearer manner. Now similes are usually introduced with as, his voice was as deep as. Then you can add your own simile. Her hair was as white as. You can add your own simile. So similes usually introduced with as, with the word as. Now this question 1, I've already done this question for you girls. So here are some similes that you are familiar with. Can you complete them? So first one, as white as snow. So here we see in this sentence simile, it is introduced with the word as. So here comparison is made between as white as snow. As clear as crystal. So the clarity of crystal has been described here. As sound as a bell. As fresh as a daisy. Daisy, it's a kind of flower. As old as the hills. So we can use all these similes in a sentence. As bright as sun. As soft as silk. As sharp as a knife. As dark as night. As poor as a church. Then we have as strong as lion. As cold as ice. As quick as lightning. As smooth as silk or butter, as straight as an arrow. So these are few examples of similes. Now similes may also be introduced with the word like. So in the previous sentence we saw all these similes. They were introduced with the word as. But at times similes can also be introduced with the word like. For example, his voice was like honey. So the voice of this male person has been compared with honey. Her hair was like a dark waterfall. So the hair of this female is compared to a waterfall. Now a few more similes are given on page 51, girls. Again, the definition is given here. When we compare two things by using the words, so these are the two words that are used in a simile, like or as. It is known as a simile. A simile is a form of comparison. Now again, question 1, it's given here. I've already done this for you. I'll read it out for you. If you wish, you can add your own simile. Complete the following sentences with colorful similes of your own. These are just few examples, girls. You can add your own simile to these sentences to complete them. First one, the sound of the bells from the temple in the valley was as clear as trumpeting of elephants. Second, the man arrested by the policeman was as ugly as a toad. So here, the ugliness of this man who was arrested by the policeman is compared to the ugliness of a toad. The telegraph wires buzzed like wasps. So the buzzing of the telegraph wires is compared to the buzzing of wasps. D. Santosh kicked the ball as straight as a scale. The big ship steamed into the harbour as smoothly as satin. F. The wind howled through the trees like thunder. The startling news spread through the town like wildfire. Last one. During the curfew, the streets were as quiet as night. So I've already done this exercise for you girls. Make sure that you complete them. And you can add your own similes to complete these sentences. Good day.